We are the Vawter family, and we have two little girls, 8 and 10, and we live on a sailboat. It's currently based in Mexico, and we've been traveling for about 2.5 years on the sailboat between Mexico and the United States, and then on land between the U.S. and Canada and Mexico.
We are currently in an RV right now, so it's hurricane season in Mexico right now. So, and we have a little bit of work that we do up here and in Northern California. So we are RVing, we RV'd up from Mexico up to here, and then we're gonna go back down probably sometime between Christmas and Thanksgiving. We'll head back to the boat.
It's out of the water. It's completely buttoned up for hurricane season. So hopefully it's still standing. We so happened to be down in Baja, and we met another family that was actually an RVing family that was on a beach, and they said, you guys should come up to this summit, and we thought, well, that sounds super cool, and we wanted to mostly to connect with other traveling families and learn a little bit more about world schooling and what other people are up to and how they travel.
In the sailboat community, they have a pretty strong community of like boating families, or kid boats, we call ourselves. And we didn't meet that many of them in California when we were sailing down California, but we joined it's kind of like a flotilla, or sort of a race, a rally called the Baja Haha, and it left from San Diego. We met a bunch of families in that rally and really enjoyed that connection. And then we found that there's these little kid hubs in the sailing community where all of the sailing families tend to kind of sort of collide with each other, and families kind of dip in and out of that. And so we found a lot of families in that community that we really enjoyed being with. It's always you're always actively trying to cultivate that, though. It's you definitely have to seek it out. And since we've been RVing since the beginning of July, it's been a lot harder. We haven't found that many other families that are RVing. We've also been doing a lot of visiting friends and family, so we haven't had as much space to do that either. But this was a fun way to meet more of those families that are traveling in a different way than we typically travel on our sailboat. The speakers are awesome. I'd say that the main speaker, I just got out of the conference with Ga Sundance and his speaking style, and how passionate he is, and how passionate a lot of the speakers are, and how generous they are. I've been doing a lot of the kind of blogging, social media, website, entrepreneurship stuff, and then throwing in some of the world schooling things. There's just kind of too many interesting seminars to really do all of them. So we go home and I'm like, well, what did you do? We go to separate seminars so that we can both sort of gain things from them and come home and talk about them. Yeah, it's been really very relevant, I would say.
Yeah, I think the insights on schooling and education have been fantastic, and then the talk on entrepreneurship and ways to make money, and hopefully work a little and spend a lot of time with family. So the ways to balance that and still keep enough income coming in to make the next destination.
I guess the coolest part about it is just being in the same room with a lot of like-minded people, and just feeling like I'm not crazy, or I am, and all these other people are crazy with me, and it feels good.
I mean, I think have to be a little more mindful of education and ways to incorporate education into the day-to-day rhythm of our lives, and then I think also on creating a little more rhythm and consistency, which is something that we've sometimes struggled with, and so I think other ways to maintain that consistency in that rhythm. And then I think we'll probably be following, or not necessarily following, but visiting a lot of people in the coming years. So
yeah, making a lot of friends. And I feel like I came away with a lot of specific things that I can do, whether that's with my kids in their schooling, or that's with making our little travel blog sort of more professional looking or feeling. I think that I have a lot of things on my to-do list. So
we come away with a lot of resources.
Yeah. That's been good.
I think a real thank you to Brandon and Jennifer for pulling this off, and the whole team for putting this together. So I know it's not easy, and thank you very much.
yeah, it's definitely been a work of passion, you can tell.
Yep.
Yeah.